First up, though, tomorrow is a big day because it is the autumn budget. But what is that and why is it important? De-Graft met BBC money expert Colletta Smith to break it down.
Budget builds a stronger economy.
This budget,
an autumn...
Have you ever heard this word called the budget on the telly and thought, what on earth is that? Well, that is where Colletta comes in. She is the BBC's cost of living correspondent, meaning she's an expert on all things money. Colletta, let's go right to the top. What on earth is a budget?
Well, it happens once a year, and it's when the government decide what they're going to spend loads of money on, how they're going to keep the country running, and also where they're getting that money from.
But you know what? I think we can make this a little simpler. Why don't we use toys to explain the budget?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Right, hit me.
So the government's responsible for loads of different things, lots of ways that it touches people's lives. So education, health, council spending, the police force, all kinds of things that cost a lot of money.
But wait, where does all of that money come from?
So the government have a whole heap of money sitting there ready to go, but they need more in every year. So one of the big ways they get it is something called income tax.
Ooh.
That means that every adult that you know, if they work, a little bit of money is taken off them in every paycheck they get. It goes into the government's pot instead. Also, every time you buy anything, the likelihood is you're paying what's called VAT on top of that. You probably won't notice it because it's in the price, but it all adds in to the government's pot. Loads of other things are ways that people pay tax as well. They take money from businesses and they take money when you buy and you sell a house. All of that is adding money into the government's pot.
So I guess the next part is to figure out where to spend it.
Exactly, that's the other half of the budget. The Chancellor has to decide how much money and what to put in what areas. The NHS is a big one. Loads of money has to go funding hospitals, GP services right the way across the country. Don't forget education here. Your teachers have got to get paid and your schools have got to be well funded. Then roads, transport systems, that costs a lot of money. Don't forget the police service over there. And the fire brigade, they need to be well resourced to keep us safe. And of course, we've got defence spending here. That's all of the armed forces, making sure that there's enough resources there. Loads of money goes to councils too, to make sure that those street lights can stay on and that the bins are collected every week. And suddenly, there's not all that much money left in the jar.
There isn't, but wait, what happens if one area doesn't have enough of the money?
A couple of different choices that the Chancellor has to make. Either they take money from one area and put it in another, or they have to take in more money in taxes, or they have to borrow it from somewhere else.
Colletta, some kids might be watching this thinking, why on earth does any of this matter to me?
Because this is the moment that all of our lives are impacted. If there's not enough money in schools to fund that, then that's going to impact you. If no one's collecting your bins each week, that's going to impact you. The amount of money that your parents have that's in your household is really affected by whatever the Chancellor says in the budget. A lot of the things that the Chancellor announces apply to the whole of the UK, but some things in Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales might be different because they make their own decisions in certain areas.
You know what, Colletta? I think we have smashed this explainer. We're a good team.
The toys and the sweets work, but can I eat one now?
Go for it. Woohoo.